Wonderful welcome, souls and spirits. It's your girl, Emmzy Souls here, and welcome to another exciting video. Yeah, and welcome to Magical Diary. So I have actually played Magical Diary before, but it was called Magical Diary Horse Hall, and now I am playing the Magical Diary Wolf Hall, which is the sequel or another game made by the same people who made the Horse Hall, and I can easily tell that so much improvements with the art style, I believe. And also this game is actually a demo version, so I don't really have the full version. So I'm only going to play the demo version, and if you spirituals like it, then maybe I can do like a whole gameplay series on this. But so far, I can easily see the demon, Damien, I think, and Ellen, the girl with the blonde hair. I think that's their names. I mean, it's been a while since I played this, and I can see three people who I have no idea who they are, but they might be some new characters in this type of gameplay. But, yeah, I have zero knowledge on what's gonna happen in... Oh, wait, bleh. I just realized Wolf Hall. In Horse Hall, all the boys... Wasn't the boys mentioned as Wolf Hall? So yeah, I believe in this version, I'm gonna be as a dude. So it might be a whole lot different. So yep, yeah, I'm a dude. Now, if you excuse me, I have to try and make it a male version of me, or what I would be named if I was a dude. So first off, let me just change my name, and then I'll customize myself. This will take a while. Okay, so I'm still trying to decide over the skin type, but yeah, this is pretty much my character, Edward Spirits. So, yeah. I can't do the demon eyes. I mean, that's this improvement that this game doesn't have, but at least they kind of updated with the redder hair, but yep, that's my character. So, let's begin. America. It was like walking onto the set of a television series. The houses, all standing apart, the wide roads, the sidewalks with their curious squares, as if you could pick them up and set them down again in a new pattern. Oh, I like this new loading text, this text bar. That's a little new. I like that. My parents and I arrived in the country 1 week before school would begin to give me a chance to visit the cities that I've read about, and give them a chance to be sure that this land was not a guns wild battle zone. Okay. That's weird, but a week's not much time to explore when most of these states are bigger than our country, but it's not exactly my last chance. I have a whole year here at Iris Academy to learn about the world. So, my parents sent me to campus in a taxi by myself, to be sure that no one at school would see them. They even remembered to leave me enough dollars for a tip. I hope I did it right. So, wait, we were flying to an academy because we live somewhere else. So this is it, Iris Academy, a secret school of magic in the hills of Vermont. It is not only the only wizarding school in the States, but students from all over the country live and learn here. Oh, so we live in another country and we moved here for education. Somehow it looks less foreign than the rest of the states. I guess maybe witches and wizards aren't so different no matter where you go. I'm meant to be meeting a friend of the family here. Well, friend isn't really the word to put it. Oh, Professor Grabner, there you are. Whoa, oh my goodness. He looks so good. Like this style, he rocks this style way better. He looks me up and down and doesn't seem impressed. Mr. Spirits, is it? This is what you are choosing to call yourself for the duration? I mean, that's my name. But that's right, Edward Spirits. Yeah, if I remember in Horse Hall, I was Emmeline Spirits. I suppose it will have to do. Oh my goodness, the facial expression, that is so good. Come with me then, I will show you to your room. His name is Hieronymus Grabner. He is a professor here at Iris Academy, one of those responsible for teaching the freshman classes. Originally British, he still holds an accent that marks him out among the locals. Hieronymus, I hope I've pronounced that right. I mean, his name is really hard to pronounce. But, wow. I wonder how long I would have to stay here before I sounded like one of them. Here we are. You will be residing in Wolf Hall, the traditional grouping for young men with an interest in sport and brawling. Quite literally a rough house. I might have thought, considering your background, that you would have selected Falcon Hall. Oh yeah, like Damien. That demon, right? That's his name? It would have been a more useful environment for fostering social connections. Tell me, Edward, why a wolf? Wolves are cute! I like sports. Americans respect sportsmen, so I don't want any pressure. Well, to be honest, I don't want any pressure. I came here to forget about my background. I also love the text bubbles. That's actually so cool. I don't want to think about rank in politics. I just want to be an ordinary American teenager for a while. How old am I? Well, ordinary American wizard teenager. Ordinary exchange student, you know. Oh, I'm an exchange student! I suppose so. He unlocks the door for me, then hands me the key. This will be your room. Your parents sent some of your belongings ahead. I walk ahead to see where I will be living. There's a bed, a desk, a lot of books, and a frisbee I found in a cheap toy store once. Too bad I don't have a dog to fetch it for me. Also, it looks pretty small compared to the room I was in last time with my girl. Professor Graviner steps in after me. In ordinary circumstances, all students are assigned roommates. Your family, however, negotiated a special exception. Why? Am I like is my dude autistic or something like that? Somewhat counterproductive to go to such efforts to hide your identity and then demand secret special treatment. However, no one asked for my opinion. He is really just as grumpy as my parents. Warned me how he would be. I am not certain why you are here at all. Your parents claim they wish for you to learn about other ways. Oh. Yet Iris Academy is well known to be the most European of American schools. It is true you would never have been accepted for study at Sacred Smoke, but there are other options. Really? St. John's in Mississippi, the route represents a blending of disparate American traditions. Oh, that's the code word, the route. Training in hoodoo that will bring a valuable perspective to your magic. The pentramatic system taught here, however, is not so different from your own. What then is the point? It's like referencing some things back in the horse hall. The pentramatic system and all that stuff. But I'll learn better this way, or you teacher. I want an easy ride. Well, I'll learn better this way. Hey, I'm not an expert. I'm just starting out. And look at how happy I am. If the way they do things here is too different, it'll just confuse me when I go back home to finish studying, right? Right? But this is just a taste of what it's like to be somewhere else. When I'm older, I can study in more depth. Reasonable. Oh, I was wondering, do you have a list of the freshman class? Is there anyone I should be looking out for? People not to cross, noble families that might recognize me? Noble families, in the traditional sense, do not exist in this land. Oh. At least not among those wizards of European descent. If the natives have such traditions, they keep them very quiet. Oh, so I'm like a descendant of a very powerful family. He flips open a large book to display a list of names. The most prominent students you should be aware of in your year are the Dansons and young Jacob Blazing. Who the heck is Jacob Blazing? If I'm pronouncing names right. The Dancer family is famed for their hospitality and commonly hosts visitors from around the world. They may have heard of your family by reputation. Mr. Blazing's fathers are known for their wealth and social connections. They might recognize you, but their son, I judge, will not. Oh, that's a bit of a relief. I scan through the list of freshmen. Raven Darkstar. Is that sort of a name traditional here? It is no more her birth name than Edward Spirits is yours. She is a wild seed and chose it for herself. Oh yeah! I was like a wild seed in the other game. Nothing interesting there, I keep looking. Tyrannus Lenshi. Is he really a... Yes, keep your distance. I would rather not have to explain that to your parents. Wait, isn't he the plant guy in the first part? About Horsehole? Getting anywhere near a Lenshi is probably a bad idea. Who else? Pastel. Oh, that girl with the wings. Wait, how do we already know her? I've met her, but it was a long time ago. She probably won't remember me. That face, though, too. Miss Rao is assigned to Butterfly Hall. With forewarning, you may be able to avoid her. He closes the book. The request to keep your identity hidden requires that I not be giving you too much special attention. William Danson is a senior in Wolf Hall. He will be assigned to serve you as your guide. You should avoid seeking me out except in cases of emergency. He pauses. Do you know why your parents sent you to me in particular? No, I have no clue. Every European noble family knows exactly why a young hieronymus Grabiner fled to the United States, but I'm not sure how safe it is to mention it. Oof. I am a living reminder of the cost of carelessness. One word out of line and you threaten the existence of all you hold dear. Wow. Dark history. I assume your parents brought you here through the high roads. I nod cautiously. Fools. They think only of their own convenience. Wow. Tell no one. Do not speak to the other world under any circumstances. If you endanger any of my students through your stupidity, I will kill you myself. Okay, it was even scarier. He didn't promise, so that might not be serious. He straightens. I will leave you to situate yourself, Mr. Mr. Danson should be along soon. Good day. Oh, thank you, Professor Grabiner. Also, is it just me, or do I feel like Grabiner has more of a dialogue in this game? Because I'm pretty sure in the previous dialogue, when he bumped into my girl character, he said, oh, wild seed, and then just leaves. So, I'm kind of a bit surprised that Grabiner has a lot more dialogue in this game. And I'm kind of curious about... He leaves. I'm kind of curious about how everyone else is going to look from the original game. For what feels like the first time in my life, I am all alone. No parents, no servants, all that shebang-a-bang. I flop back onto my bed on my own in America. I hope the hamburgers and cheerleaders show up. Oh my goodness. Late morning, Sunday, September 1st. A while later, someone knocks on the door. I don't know if you can hear the door knocking. I did that for effect. Oh! Hi, you must be our exchange student, Edward, right? That's right. He offers me a firm handshake. William Danson, incoming senior class president, which means I got elected last year and I'm still in the position for another month. Also a fellow wolf, as you can see, which is why I've been assigned to be your guide while you get used to our school. I don't think we have ever had an exchange student at Iris, not while I've been here, so there's no standard tour prepared. You can ask me anything you like and I'll come by a few times to warn you about events. Okay. Is your roommate here yet? Oh wait, well, I don't have one. I guess he didn't really get the memo. I open the door and invite him inside. Huh, that's weird. I was going to explain. What? Explain what? A lot of freshmen don't like having to share rooms, you know, but this school really values compromise and social integration. And for some reason I get special attention. Learning to work as a team with your roommates is meant to be one of the tests. I've never heard of anyone starting out solo. Well, I guess since I'm not staying for the whole 4 years, they probably thought it wouldn't be fair. I mean, that might be true. If someone else got used to me and then I left, I mean... Oh, that would hurt them. Break their spirits. Suppose it's not up to either of us anyway, it just seems strange. Maybe it wasn't really a good idea for my parents to make that request. I really wanted my own space, but I didn't think it would be such a big deal. So a few things you should know. Okay, lay them on me. Tomorrow morning there'll be an assembly for all the freshmen where Professor Potsdam, she's the headmistress, will welcome you. Normally, you can set your own schedule after that. Oh, that's cool. However, as your guide, I say for your first week, you should set one class in each of the 5 colors of magic. You never remember the details of the pentramatic system from Professor Potsdam's overview. Once you've had a taste of each kind of magic, you'll have a much better idea for what you would like to focus on. After the first week, you can do what you like. It's your choice, how you think you'll learn best. Study only one color if you think it suits you. Spend time in the gym. Take a day off when you need to. What happens to students who take every day off? See, that's another test. You have the freedom to set your own priorities, but if you don't take your work seriously, eventually you'll fail too many exams. Oh. If you build up too many demerits, you will get kicked out. There's plenty of time to get help if you think you're sleeping though. Oh yeah, my girl in the household got demerits on the first day by grabbing her. If you have any trouble with your exams, just ask for advice before the next one. Any other questions? Well, what are the rules about dating? When can I get to the dungeons? What's the best color of magic? Or tell me about Professor Potsdam, or tell me about Professor Grabiner. We already kind of know about Grabiner because we were having a long conversation with him, but, well, what are the best colors of magic? Whatever suits you best. Really, it's all about your personality and the way you'd like to solve problems. Maybe you like to hunt for the hidden weakness that unravels the puzzle, or maybe you rather set puzzles on fire. You can get through your school years specializing in whatever you like. There's no wrong choice. So don't worry about making the best choice, okay? Find your own way. Okay, what else should I do? Dungeons. I want to ask him about the dungeons. You won't have a real dungeon exam for a month or so, but you can go down on weekends to practice your spells on dummy targets. Okay, that's good. You have to learn a few spells first, or there's no point. Whatever else he's going to say is interrupted by a shriek of girlish outrage from the hall. Excuse me for a minute. What is going on? He leaves the room and I duck out after him. Several people are standing in the hall, 2 guys laughing, one plump blonde who looks like she'd rather be anywhere else, and one wet, angry, red-headed. Oh, it's Ellen and Virginia! Look at the animation styles on them, like, whoa. I'm guessing these may be the rest of the Danson family, William's brother and sister. Ugh. V, is that you? What happened? What happened was Donald and his new best friend. And a water balloon. You're not helping, Donald. You are such a dork. You're going to be in so much trouble. What are you going to do, urchin? Tell Mom on me? She's not even here. No, but I am. Come on, it was just a joke. Look at me, I'm soaked. Well here, let me fix it. Oh, is he gonna do some magic? He holds out his hand and a gust of hot air blows through the corridor, evaporating away the droplets of water that clung to her hair. The other boy with Donald rubs a hand awkwardly through his hair. I like his blue hair and the purple eyes. Oh, his name is Luke. Sorry, okay? No harm done. Oh, look at that face. Ugh. Boys! I love Virginia. Come on, Ellen. Let's get out of here. Huh? Okay. You're coming, right, William? Actually, I'm supposed to be showing Edward around. Apparently, with William's height in front of me, no one noticed I was there until now. I mean, because he is tall. Wave, greet everyone, or look aloof. I'm just gonna greet everyone. I nod. It's nice to meet you. This is Edward Spirits, Iris Academy's foreign exchange student. My brother Donald, my sister Virginia, and Luke Fear. Wait, is that right? If I'm pronouncing it right? Ellen Middleton, Horse Hall, which is where we should be going. William looks at me, but it's obvious that he'd rather go off with his sister and her friend. Go ahead. It's fine. I need a rest, or I should get to know my neighbors. Honestly, I should probably get to know my neighbors. I should talk to these guys anyway. We're all hallmates, right? Right. Alright, but don't forget you can come talk to me anytime if you have any questions. With a few more farewells, he and the girls left us alone. The blue-haired boy, Luke, tries to lean against the doorframe but misjudges the angle and stumbles backwards. Donald doesn't seem to notice. So, Edward, right? How come my big brother's shepherding you around like a lost goose? Teachers made him do it, because he's class president. Oh, that. Do geese have shepherds? Oh my goodness, Luke. They have goose herds. It's in the fairy tales. He turns his gaze back to me. Foreign exchange student, right? Where are you from? Europe, Latvia, or Illyria. I'm just gonna be blunt. Maybe just say Europe. That's easier for me. I decided to be vague about it. Europe. A long way away. I just shrug like it doesn't matter. So how come you're here at Iris Academy? I always wanted to see America. Yeah, we're cool, aren't we? Sure we are. If they made some special exchange arrangement with you, I'm guessing you're a born wizard, not a wild seed, right? Yeah. You? Wait, you must be... If your brother and sister are here... I knew they were a magical family already, of course, but I wasn't sure if I was supposed to know since it was something Professor Grabber told me. Oh, probably bad falling out with the families, histories and stuff, but I'm a wild seed and my twin brother is here too. Huh? Wild seeds, magical kids born to non-magical parents, happen all over the world, but they are very rare. Two in the same family is pretty much impossible from what my parents told me. Wow. Oh well. It's not my business. Is your roommate here yet? Actually... I led the guys into my room as I begin my half-hearted excuse again. They seem nice enough, ordinary guys who like to have fun. I think this will work out. Oh. Oh, that transition. The first thing I do when I open my eyes is to try to roll out of bed on the wrong side. Ow! Rubbing up my nose, I switch directions to get to my feet without doing anything else stupid. I then notice the time. I'm late for orientation. Why didn't anybody wake me up? Dude, you're on your own. You have to set an alarm clock. By the time I reach the gym, I can tell I'm too late. Laughing strangers push their way past me, already talking about what classes they should attend. Oh, good job. Great first impression, dude. Maybe there's a handout. Ah, there you are, my little cuckoo. Waiting by the stage is an older witch in a floppy hat with a flower and a bell. Oh my goodness. Upgrade on like the anime style on her. That's amazing. This must be the head mistress. Welcome to Iris Academy, Edward Spirits. I hope you find everything that you are looking for, including yourself. Please send my regards to your dear parents. Right. Now, we are off to a bit of a late start, aren't we? Yep, bad first impression. I mean, not gonna lie, that kind of happened with me in the horse hole game. She presses her hands together and looks at me expectantly. Sorry, I'm fashionably late, or no one woke me up. Well, I'm just gonna say sorry. I'm not gonna say, like, no one woke me up because I was alone. Sorry about that. It's all new here. Well, no harm done this time. She pats me on the shoulder. I'm sure Mr. Danson can fill you in on anything you have missed. This orientation is largely to introduce new students to the 6 halls of Iris Academy and the overall theory of the pentramatic system. Oh, it doesn't say system, it just says pentramatic magic. Now you better hurry up and plan your schedule for the week before all the seats are taken. Different sections run at different times, but you are only allowed to attend one class session per day. That way you will have time to review and reflect on all that you have learnt. This is no sense in rushing, and even less sense in wasting your time. Oh, okay, thank you, Professor Potsdam. Think about what you wish to accomplish. You can have many things if you put your mind to it, but not all at once. It sounds wise, but I'm not sure if it means anything. Well, go on then. Open up your diary and begin penciling in your subjects. With that, she leaves me to it. Alright then, I guess it's up to me to choose my activities for the week. William said I should start by taking one class in each color of magic. That's probably a good idea, especially since I missed the orientation. Right now, I don't really know which color I should do. Okay, I love the new timetable upgrade. So, okay, well, Monday I'll do red. Tuesday I'll do blue. Wednesday green. Thursday black. And Friday white. Okay, I'm doing all the colorful classes. Wow, I am going to be so stressed out by the end of the week. There's a buzz of excitement in the red magic classroom, one which quickly dies when Professor Grabiner makes his entrance. Get to your seats, hurry up, no chatter. In this class, carelessness might cost you your fingers. He certainly doesn't set out to make friends, does he? Here you will be learning the seductive art of red magic, the evocation and control of energy. With this power, you might summon a breeze, light a fire, or call a distant object to hand. I say that it's seductive not because of the power itself, but because simple minds prefer simple solutions. Blast your enemies with lightning, tear buildings apart with earthquakes, let the world around you burn, fall victim to such vulgar fantasies, and you leave yourself vulnerable to those capable of creative thought. He snaps his fingers in the air, like Thanos, getting rid of the population, 50%. One inanimate moment and you lose control of the forces you have summoned. After that, you will only be remembered as an unpleasant stain on the walls. He's like Thanos. Remember, power can in itself be a weakness. Do not confuse power and control. With focus and control, the tiniest power can change the course of history. A gentle touch might tip the scales, warn an ally, pick a lock, or stop a heart. Who's this dude? The professor pauses, scowling along the length of his nose. No, Mr. Lenshi, red magic will not allow you to apply force inside an object, or a creature for that. You will need a different magic. Well, so that's Tyrannus Lenshi. Not only is he a Lenshi, he's a creepy Lenshi. I suppose that's what Total is for. Well, what do I need then? Nothing that you will learn here. And if you interrupt me again, you will be spending this weekend in detention wandering. The force of his glare melts any desire to comment. Now, for your lessons. Okay. Gain 1 magic and 1 stress. Wow, it was a success though. Your first attempts at raising force would do little more than move the air around you. You find this disappointing, don't you? What use you think is there in a breeze? How can that destroy your enemies? Pah, simple minds. A breeze could disperse poisonous gases or move them in a new target, carry your scent away from an enemy, or erase your tracks in the dust. A simple breeze carrying dust can reveal hidden shapes and exist as it moves. If you cannot master its use, you have no business tampering with greater powers. Now concentrate and make the air move around you. Oh! Yeah, I learned a new spell. Wait, I'm pretty sure for me, it took a while until I got a spell, so not literally on the first lesson, so yeah. After class, I go for a walk to stretch my legs. Iris Academy does have a nice campus. The colors of the flowers shimmer gently in the sunlight. I see an older girl in horse-hole robes crouching down next to one of the little hedge sections. She looks like she's talking to the plants. I don't know, maybe she is talking to them? It sounds like something Professor Potsdam might encourage. Paths lead away from the main quad into more secluded areas. Excuse me. There are some nice benches here in the shade of the trees, a nice place to sit and think while getting some fresh air. Beyond the trees, I can see some open grassy areas. People could play football out there, or at least throw a flying disc. As I'm walking along, something falls past my face, not close enough to hit me. But what was that? I'm kind of questioning, what was that? I look down. There's a single shoe lying on the ground. Did someone throw it at me? I look up. Over my head, a pair of black stocking-clad legs are wrapped around a tree branch. Only one foot still has its shoe. And above those legs is a girl. It's a girl in a snake hole robes. I love the color purple. Hello there. ... Did she not hear me? Try louder, try other languages, or try waving. I'll just try waving. I wave up at her. ... Oh, I realize she has like a key earring. That's cool. She nods at me just a little, or else it was the branch swaying, hard to tell. Is everything okay up there? ... We're not really establishing any communication. I bent down and picked up her dropped shoe. Do you want your shoe back? You have to give me a sign or I'll leave it here and go. Do you want me to give you your shoe? ... She stares at me for a moment, biting her lip. She nods vigorously twice and holds out her hand. Throw the shoe or try to climb the tree. I'm gonna try and climb this tree. I'll be right up. Huh? I wrap my legs around the trunk and begin to climb. I've been doing this since I was a kid. It's easy, and I'm a pretty good judge of trees. And because of that, I don't think climbing out onto the same branch she is sitting on is a great idea. Instead, I get up to her level and hold out my hand with the shoe in it. After a moment, she scoots closer and snags the shoe from my grip. She still doesn't say anything or make any more move to put her shoe on, so I shrug and climb back down. No point in harassing her if she wants to be left alone. Thanks. Oh my goodness, that is so tiny. The text before. She speaks so quietly. I almost didn't hear it, so she could talk after all. So I'll see her around sometime? ... She looks at me, then shrugs with just one shoulder, the key on her ear swaying. Okay then? Snake hole girls are weird. Students assemble for blue magic gossip amongst themselves about what they might do with the power of illusion. One falcon boy, his face and hair decorated with glitter, is gesturing so wildly that at first no one sees the door open. Mill about all you like, it's your own time you're wasting. I have no objections to failing a lot of you at the next exam. A flurry of robes as students scramble for seats. Here you will be learning the subtle art of blue magic. At least some of you will. I thoroughly expect this subject to go over some of your heads. Blue is the color of change, that is, altering what is already there, not creating, not destroying. It is commonly used in conjunction with other magical styles in order to perform alchemic transmutations and other alterations of essence. Blue magic can also be used to change the effects of an existing spell, to cast or dispel illusions, or to change locations without movement through intervening space. For a skilled blue magician, reality is fluid. All things can be changed. Yet few minds are capable of grasping the true range of possibilities. We'll see what you're worth. Okay, another success. I also didn't realize about the bar update. That is so cool. Oh, I'm so nub until now. The art of illusion involves changing not what a thing is, but how it is perceived. The perception comes in many forms. The illusion of taste or smell requires as much magic as that of sight. But sight is the most immediately apparent to most humans, and therefore where we begin. Oh my goodness, my throat is getting dry. To change what is seen, your power must first understand what is seen and enhance it to create or strengthen light. Light alone can be a tool or a weapon, a guide in darkness, a signal, a distraction, a blinding flash. Concentrate, focus on your thoughts on changing the light around you. Nice. I accidentally bumped my headphones, but, yeah, got a new spell. We're moving past this a little quickly now, so we're already in the middle of the week. I intend to be early to my first green magic class, but somehow Professor Potsum was already there when I arrived. Hello, little Sidley. Please take a seat. She greets the rest of the arrivals with equal enthusiasm. Today you're going to learn about green magic, the magic of life. This is a very important skill for any witch or wizard to have, especially when you get to be a certain age. Aww. A sweet age like you. Your body is a garden to be cared for. With proper tending, it could last you for centuries. Slowly, carefully, you must encourage your subjects to grow in the direction you prefer. What do you even mean by that? Remember, life has its own flow. You must understand the nature in order to coax it along. You cannot simply wave your hand and change a bear into a boar unless the bear was designed that way to begin with. The better you understand the flow of life, the more your own strength will naturally increase. It is a slow path, but a rewarding one. Green magic class. Oh, two! Two. Okay. Life by its nature comes to know itself. The longer any being has been alive, the more fixed its pattern. Oh. Your own bodies can tell you what they need when they're hungry, when they feel pain or pleasure, when something is out of balance. The first building block of green magic is learning to listen to life, to hear its song and see the shape of it. When your fingers can pick out the pattern, you will find the strands that are missing or damaged. Oh goodness, this is a lot to say. This spell allows you to judge a life's strength. After all, you need to know where the damage lies before you can heal it. Diagnosis. I'm surprised I am learning every single new spell literally after my first day there. But okay. When I arrive at the classroom for black magic, I notice a lot of students look pretty nervous. The rest look almost calm. Everyone catches their breath as Professor Possum enters the room. Hello, my little lapidaries. I hope you've all brought clean hands and you will be using them. For those of you who are new to our magical traditions, I should reassure you that black magic has nothing to do with death or evil. There is no such thing as evil magic. There's only magic. The bad and the good come from how you choose to use it. Black is the color of weight, solidity, and permanence. Black magic is the magic of enchantment and physical form. Oh my goodness, I'm pretty sure I'm just repeating all the dialogue from Horse Hole. With black magic, you can sculpture magic in a matter of art or in real of whatever. This does mean that cursed items are enchanted with black magic as well, but that is the caster's choice, and not the magic's. A pale girl with dark hair raises her hand. Oh goodness. Yes, Raven? This must be Ravenstar. My throat is dry. Since you're enhancing matter and bones, you could use black magic to animate a skeleton, right? That's an interesting question. I feel like I'm gonna have to skip some of this dialogue because I might already know this. You could certainly enchant a skeleton to hold a spell or react in some way. You could get a skill to chatter its jaws when anyone comes near, like an alarm. But make something that could walk around and act on its own. You need to bind a spirit to it. This calls for another kind of magic. We will get to combine techniques later in the year. The girl sits down. She certainly wants to show off what a goth she is, but she doesn't really nail the attitude. She's kind of like Yuri a bit. Now please remove your gloves if you are wearing any, and let's get started. 2 magic and 2 stress. I feel like green and black I'm getting more like points because she's not scary. Take hold of the stone, let your fingertips explore. What you feel with touch is not important. You must identify that touch in order to move beyond it to a true pattern. An object knows itself only in part. The longer it holds her form, the more of the form it's fixed within it. Let your mind go inside the object and feel its pattern, both where it is strong and where it is weak. When you understand the whole of the pattern, you will know any secrets hidden within. There's a little bit of gold in the center. Inspection. Nice. I intended to be early to my first white magic class, but when several minutes passed with no sign of a teacher, I wonder if I've overdid it. The other students are starting to become restless when Professor Potsdam finally appears. Good morning, Starshines. You'll need to sit down before you can start, but take your time. Relax. Get comfortable. That's very important when working with this particular style of magic. Taking at her word, I yawn and stretch before I settle into my seat. To some people, white is the absence of color, a blank canvas. In the non-magical world, white is a complete spectrum, all colors combined into one. To different eyes, white magic is both everything and nothing. White magic is the tool we use to access the spiritual realm. Ghosts, dreams, creatures from other planes, the thoughts and feelings of those around you. Wow. Oh yeah, she did say this in the apostle. White magic will open the doors and allow to communicate with all that is normally hidden. She's talking about my brain. Increasing your facility for white magic will also improve your ability to learn of other forms of magic. White magic is often considered the least practical and skills, and yet in itself are infinite. White magic is like the spiritual things, and that's my brand. Literally infinite, if I understand it, under the pantraumatic system, white magic is the key of the other world and all that lies beyond. Now, there is only one thing I need to warn you about. Some people have tried to use white magic to control minds and spirits instead of asking for their aid. Don't do it. You will regret it. Now, shall we go on with the lesson? If she really wanted to discourage people, why did she mention it at all? Oh my goodness, my voice. Anyone wildly wouldn't know what's possible, and anyone with born ought to know better. Maybe she's just a bit absent-minded and doesn't realize that her warning might have been the opposite effect. Anyway, I had better pay attention to the lecture now. Okay. We're getting age stress. We should maybe next week we should deal with it. The world that you see just around you with mortal eyes is only a tiny sliver of the infinite realms that exist beyond. Many that are far from your reach, but others brush up against the edges of this world. They can see you, and with the right eyes you can see them. Opening yourself will allow you to detect minds and spirits near you, but it will also make you more visible to them. Most spirits take a little notice of those who cannot see them, but may react quite differently to someone on their level. Caution and good manners are important skills to develop in the study of white magic. Spirit sense. Cool. I don't know if I got this in the last game, knowing my nubbing brain, but I'm relaxing in my room after a day of classes when I hear raised voices in the hallway outside. But it turns out I was right. What is going on? What can I say? I'm an overachiever. That is not funny. Hey, it's not a big deal. All I did was use a little magic to blow confetti into her hair. The confetti was on fire. That's what the water balloon was for. Anyways, you hate Angela. But that's not the point. She notices me standing at the entrance to my room. Oh, Edward, right? What do you think about a guy who goes around setting girls' hairs on fire? But that's not what happened. I think it's funny, or it sounds dangerous, or I'm not taking sides. You know what? I'm kind of staying out of this. I know it's dangerous to put fire in a girl's hair, even if it's to a girl that you like or if you have a crush on. But I'm probably going to try and be neutral and just don't take anyone's side. But I'm staying out of this. It's your personal business. Ugh. Look, I tested it on Luke first, okay? It's flash paper. It goes out in a second, even without the water. It wasn't dangerous. And Angela's a senior. If anyone had gone wrong, she could heal it without even blinking. It's a double backup plan. If you're so clever, how come you've got caught? What good is a prank without an audience? Such a class clown. But now you're stuck in detention with Grabby tomorrow. So, I won't have to see you all day. Ugh. She throws up her hands and walks away. Sorry about Urchin. She's annoying. No, she's spirited. That's what I'm gonna say. Your sister's feisty. You're welcome to her. Don't think I've ever seen her interested in a guy or anyone really, so you've got your work cut out for you. Not what I meant. Oh my gosh. Whatever. Who's Angela anyway? Oh, I kind of know who from the other demo. Oh, she's a senior in Butterfly Hall, short red hair, kind of a prissy princess. You know her if you met her. And why did you try to set her hair on fire? If you met her, you know that too. Besides, it was only a little fire. So now Grabs will make me scrap up chewing gum with my toenails or something. I hear he's got a nasty imagination. Well, he's not so bad. If you don't tick him off, okay? Well, yeah, that's not gonna help. Besides, I need a windmill to tilt at. Wait, a what? A big monster. An illusion. A tilting windmill is a monster? No, it's a reference. Sorry, your English is so good, I forgot it's not your first language. Maybe he's the one whose English is strange. I have heard that on Saturday mornings in America, it is traditional for all people to watch cartoons. Of course, there is no television or other low-world cultural at a magical school, but I wonder if they might have some replacement set up to entertain the students. I'm kind of curious. So when someone knocks on my door in the morning, I assume it's my hallmates. Oh, hi! Hello? Are you looking for someone? I mean, she's kind of cute. I'm looking for you! You are Edward Spirits, the foreign exchange student, aren't you? Yes? I'm so glad you're here! Our communities can become so insulated. It is so important to learn other viewpoints. I'm Minnie Cochran. I'm in Butterfly Hall. I wanted to stop by and offer you any help if I could. She is so nice. I can take you all around campus, tell you about our customs. Are you from the student council too? Well, not yet. Wait, what do you mean by two? Because I already have a. I hear the footsteps of someone else walking into our hall. Oh good, you're up. Good morning. Making new friends? Well, I'm not sure. I thought someone had sent her to be your replacement. Send me? I'm not giving up my post that quickly. Minnie looks back and forth between us. Oh, look at her face. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you'd been assigned to an official guide. I was just trying to help. Hey, I'm sure he appreciates it. There'll be times when it's more convenient for him to talk to someone in his own class. So this butterfly girl is a freshman too? Well, if you two have business, I'll get out of your way. But please feel free to talk to me if you need help with anything. Well, everything's so helpful. Everyone's so helpful around here. With the professors and William and now Minnie, all the goodwill is almost exhausting. Maybe it's the American way. Well, bye for now. She waves and walks away. Nice girl. She's cute. Kind of bossy. Too perky this early. No, I'm gonna say she's cute. I mean, I'm probably already setting the ship for those two already. Pretty cute. Really, I wonder if she's ever a cheerleader. You won't see any cheerleading squads here. Oh, too bad. William smiles and gives his head a little shake. Well, anyways, I need to give you a little bit of information about Saturday activities. I can't stay long. I have a lot to get done this weekend, but that part I'll tell you about on Monday. Okay. So there are two major things you can do on the weekends that you can't during the rest of the week. First, there are shuttle vans to take students to the local mall. It is not very big, but it's a change of pace. People like to go there to socialize and eat out. The space is shared with the locals, but there are spells set up to keep them from noticing anything unusual about the Iris Academy kids. Don't push your luck though. Even though it's no real damage, if you cause trouble, you'll definitely end up in detention. Oh, okay. I guess no showing off magic in public. But that's just common sense. There's also a shop for enchanted items, things that will boost your mana or your attunement to different colors and so on. Useful things, if you buy a charm, it will help you learn spells faster. Oh, and speaking of which, he hands me a white paper envelope. There's no address on it, and it isn't sealed. Looking inside, I find a $5 bill. Your weekly allowance. The student council generally handles the distribution. $5 a week won't get you very far, though, so save up if you want more options. A lot of students have no experience of handling monies. So speaking of which, do you know what all the coins are? I can figure it out. They all have their own values written on them. It's not that hard, though it would help if the bigger coins were always worth more dimes. Don't make sense. Oh, dimes don't make sense. Oh my goodness, I was blind and didn't see the full stop there. What's the other major thing? Practice. On weekends, there are simple training dungeons available. No real threats or puzzles, but you can walk around and practice spells in the field. Oh, I didn't get to do that in the first game, but there's a field in the dungeon? Not usually. I am so sorry for coughing. In a real-world environment, instead of the classrooms, you can see how your spells would work in an actual exam. Now, like I said, I should have a lot to organize this weekend, so I should be going. You can take the day to review on your own, or I can show you the way to the dungeons. Or if you'd rather go to the mall, Donald can. He's got detention. Oh. Well, I'm sure I can find my way. Well, what do I want to do with my Saturday? Study mall or dungeons. I know in Horsehole I would go to the mall and then study, but I have never been to the dungeons in the first demo at the weekends, but I want to go look at the dungeons. Alright, I'll show you to the entrance. We head out onto the grounds together. What's it like down there anyways? A labyrinth. Active dungeon levels get rearranged a lot between exams. Areas get connected and then split apart again. Some tunnels might stay sealed up for years. You never know. He points to what looks like a pair of wooden doors set at an angle. A cellar entrance. That's the main way in. The freshman section is automatically open. Don't try to open any other doors off the main corridor. They should be sealed, but just in case, don't. With a single week's worth of pentraumatic education, it can't be a good idea to go poking around in areas meant for upperclassmen. Now, I really do have to go. I may not see you tomorrow, so if you're not, be prepared for me to wake you up early on Monday morning. Why can I not just get an alarm clock? What happens on Monday? Oh, you'll find out. Well, I guess I better get exploring. Ooh, the underground space is quiet and cool. I don't see any other students or any other directions, but there's just one door open, so that must be the way. It's kind of like that meme, like, show me the way, or do you know the way? As I'm thinking of that, the snake girl I saw up at the tree the other day emerges from the dungeon staircase. ... She walks past me without speaking. I'm not sure what to make of that. Well, I won't learn anything standing here, so I'm to go on. As I step into the staircase, my ears begin to tingle. Suddenly inside my head, I hear a familiar voice. Welcome, freshmen. Please pay attention to the safety instructions before you make use of the dungeons. This must be a magical message set up to play whenever someone enters for the first time. There are no hostile creatures in your practice area, only a harmless plant that you can use for target practice. Don't feel bad about smashing it. I have many seedlings. Oh my goodness, that face. However, it is possible for you to injure yourself by casting spells unwisely. Please consider the consequences and be careful. The messages doesn't include what the consequences are. Also, there are no hidden treasures in the practice area. Experience is its own reward. So whenever you experience enough, you can walk back up the stairs and exit. Have fun! The message fades away. Whoa, okay, so this is it. Okay. Magic 20, health 20. It's like a tutorial on how to do something, okay. Okay, well, I can also click on the arrows here to turn around. and just go up. Okay, there's the plant that she's talking about. Okay. I've used breeze. Let's try light. Like this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do the training dummy. No. That's a healing spell. No, inspect. Okay, that. Spirit sense. I have no idea what I'm even doing. I have all the the spells. Like one spell of each class, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Wow, this is boring. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm bored out of my mind. La da 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 da. No, seriously. You know what? I give up. Okay, it's boring. I'm gonna leave. Saturday evening. When Donald returns to Wolf Hall, he does it with fanfare. Or at least with percussion. He drums his heels on the floor and spins in place like a tap dancer. Oh, he's in a happy mood. Haha, you survived detention, huh? Oh, it was nothing. Seriously, I was expecting a lot worse from Grabs. He only made me write a paper. I told you he's not so bad. Homework can still be torture. Nah, he probably's just warming me up. Wasn't really ready. Not a lot of people manage to get detention in their first week of school, you know. So, are you famous now? Infamous, not yet. I mean, the great Williker once filled the entire cafeteria with a lake of cheese. That's infamous. Maybe if I can manage to get detention every single week? But with that many demerits, you'd get kicked out. Demerits? You know what the teachers give you when you screw up? Edwin never makes mistakes. Ha 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 ha! Merits and demerits, it's if you do something good over the odds, the teachers give you merits like it's a status thing. And if you're a naughty boy, then they put demerits on the record. Get 50 demerits and you'll be expelled. I would probably get sent home to my parents. Then how embarrassing. And how am I going to explain it to them that I got kicked out? They'll hate me. But they don't always give you demerits with detention. Sometimes it's one or the other. No problem then. Anyways, if I kiss up to the teachers and get merits, it'll balance out. Makes a game out of it, you know? It'll be legend. I don't know. It sounds like too much work. Well, if you want to make a good impression on people, you have to put some effort into it. Like a good or a bad? What do you think, Edward? It means you can have more fun, or power is always worth effort, or will it get you a date, or you be giving yourself detention? I guess maybe power? Sure, if you want to achieve something, you have to work for it. If it was easy, everyone would do it, and it wouldn't stand out. The question is, what are you achieving? What good is this sort of fame going to do for you? Invites to all the best parties? Donald shrugs. Maybe I'll come up with a better plan. I don't know, it's early days yet. Right, this has only been our first week after all. At midday, I head to the cafeteria for lunch. I carry my tray for food to an unoccupied table end, but just as I start to sit down, someone else sets a tray across me. Oh, hello? I'm sorry. I'll sit somewhere else. No, it's fine. There's plenty of room. Have a seat. This girl looks familiar. I think she's Donald's sister's friend or something. What was her name again? Emily, Ellen, Erin, Elodie, or Elizabeth. Or, yeah, it was definitely Ellen. Ellen, right? Right. You're Edward. You got it, dude. Well, there's only one student from Europe here that I know of, named Edward. You should sit down and eat your lunch. Well, you too. Right. I think I'm making her nervous, but I'm not sure why. I haven't done anything. Maybe she's naturally timid. Seems weird for a horsehole girl, though. I mean, speaking of horsehole, so what sports do you play? Huh? I guess she wasn't expecting me to talk to her. Before I can apologize for interrupting her meal again, she beams at me. I like softball and volleyball. What's softball? It's like baseball, but the ball is soft. Ah, I get that. Not really, but it's bigger and softer than a regular baseball, and it doesn't go as fast. What about you? I actually did play with softball in my school youth, so I enjoyed that. Football, basketball, or volleyball. I actually tried these when I was in school, so I think I might have enjoyed volleyball a little bit more. I like volleyball too. Too bad there's no team here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Such an awkward moment. I have no idea what to talk to this girl about. Maybe I should just eat my lunch and stop trying to be friendly. Oh, come on. Dig deeper! Hey, Ellen! Donald's sister slides in next to the other girl. I was just talking to Pastel, and she was saying how most of the wild seeds in this year's class are girls again. I mean, wow. Apparently it's been happening that way for a while. I don't know. I feel like female wild seeds are more often than the males. So you see, you're part of a hot new trend. Yeah. Are you gonna eat those? Without waiting for an answer, she starts stealing chips off her friend's plate. Hey! It's fine, I wasn't hungry. Choking on my own saliva. She never finishes her lunch. Don't talk with your mouth full. You're getting crumbs everywhere. I guess she's less timid when she's talking to other girls. I wonder if most wild seeds are females in general, or if it's just at the school. You don't know. Shouldn't there be records set somewhere? Probably, but you can't tell while they're still students. A lot of wild seeds drop out nowadays. Dropped out? They're falling down? Drop out of school. They quit. They don't graduate. And then they aren't magical anymore. As if they never had the choice. Why have they highlighted the choice? A wild seed who chooses not to be magical anymore has air power and memories to be taken away so that they can't betray the existence of magic to anyone else. Why is there... I feel like there's a spelling error right there and the E was highlighted alone. I can't understand how anyone would choose to give up on magic. Lots of reasons. They get homesick, they miss TV, they don't like our rules, or they screw up in class too much and flunk out. Ellen will never have that problem. She's a huge nerd! Oh, Ellen's face is cute! She didn't even want to go to the mall yesterday. She wanted to stay home and study. Can you believe it? Well, it sounds like a good idea to me if you started the year ahead. It's easier to stay that way. Why is there a bar that says scheming? Well, that does not look good. And it's important to solve any problems you have with the fundamentals before trying to build on them. Yeah, kinda true. Ugh, boring, boring, boring. She grabs the last chip from Ellen's plate. I'm gonna go for a walk. See ya. Ellen sighs quietly as Virginia exits. I am so sorry for all this coughing. Sorry. What are you sorry for? Nothing, I guess. Well, have a good day. Same to you. She takes her tray and exits. At the end of the week, I have the chance to review the things I've learned and make preparations for the future. Oh. If you have items in your inventory, you can equip or unequip them now. Items will only have effects when worn. Okay, diary, spellbook, inventory are done. Okay, inventory, I have nothing because I didn't buy anything. Okay, well, there we go. Let me just close that. Okay, diary. Oh. Wait, this is September 6th. Okay, well, white class. Professor Possum talked about the uses of white magic to see, communicate with, and sometimes control other minds and spirits. She warned the class that using white magic for control would have negative consequences. Why did she even tell them if it was possible? Hard-headed. Donald got detention for setting a girl's hair on fire. His sister came over and yelled at him about it. Goodwill ambassadors. Everyone at this school is so friendly. A girl from Butterfly Hall came over and offered to show me around, and then William arrived to do the same thing. Infamy. Next one, infamy. Donald considered a plan to get himself into detention every week, then earn merits to make up for his misdeeds. Sounds stupid. I had lunch with a couple of girls from Horse Hall, Ellen and Virginia. They mentioned that some wild seeds chose to give up their magic and memories to go back to the mundane world. Apparently there are more female wild seeds at Iris Academy than males. Let's go back. Because, I realized that I was at the end of the day and not at the very beginning, so I'm a nubby. So let me just fix that. Professor Potsdam got an overview of how black magic is used to enchant objects and is not evil. A girl from Snake Hall asked blah blah blah. Potsdam talked about magic of life, blah 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 blah. Blue magic, and most important wizards to its full potential, blah blah blah. Strange girl. I met a girl from Snake Hall who was climbing trees. Apparently she doesn't talk much, but she thanked me for giving her back to the shoe that she dropped. First red magic, late for orientation. I slept late and missed the school overview given a freshman, but I did meet Professor Potsdam, the headmistress. She asked me to say hello to my parents for her. Meeting people, William Danson came by to give me a basic introduction to the school. We were interrupted by his siblings Virginia and Donald, who apparently didn't go along. After William and Virginia left, I talked to Donald and his roommate Luke a bit and told them I was from Europe, blah blah blah. Luke says he and his brother are both wild seeds, which I thought was impossible. America is a strange place. I have arrived at Iris Academy under the assumed name Edward Spirits. I was met by Professor Hieronymus Grabiner, the scion of a British noble family who is known to my parents. He is aware of my true identity and will be helping me to keep my secrets while I study here in America. He also promised dire consequences if I let anything slip. Considering the tragedy and scandal of his own school years, he has reasons to be sour. That's just pretty much the diary entries. I love the upgrade so much. Well, that's just pretty much it. That's today's week diary entry. Whoa. Someone's knocking at my door. What's going on? It's too early for classes. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the beginning of the next week, isn't it? Hey, mind if I come in? Oh, right. I'd forgotten he said he was going to drop by. Oh my goodness, I am a nub. My memory's all nubs. Thank you. Well, you're welcome, William. In a little while before classes start for the week, there's going to be an assembly for all the freshmen and the seniors. And it's not like last week. I kind of get what he's trying to say. Not that I would know, since I missed last week's assembly. Great first impression. This will be the beginning of freshman initiation. I know this one. Initiation? Wizards in the States get citizenship when they've only just started school? No, it's nothing like that. This isn't a ceremony about legal status. It's about shared experience. Wizards tend to be individualistic, but it's dangerous for the society if people with too much power all do their own thing. So, like teamwork. Because it, works share magic. Imagine if the students tried to set themselves up as evil overlords. I love that. I wouldn't mind being an overlord, but evil, that would be fun. But I'm more of a good overlord. So a lot of Iris Academy traditions are designed to encourage sense of society and working together. Like sharing rooms. Don't get sidetracked. I'm sure the professors know what they're doing. He's like, pish posh, don't worry. So the idea of freshman initiation is that the entire freshman class has to suffer together. I just, suffer? Nothing actually dangerous, just embarrassing. The seniors will give you commands and you're expected to follow them. Yeah, I just realized that, yeah, this is the second week. That doesn't sound so bad. At least I'm kind of knowing what's happening, but with my girl in hostel, we just had this surprise. There are more rules, but it's supposed to be a surprise. You'll find out at the assembly. Oh, one thing though, every freshman is assigned to be the property of a particular senior to serve them in exchange for protection. Now that is starting to sound strange. Very, very, very strange. Oh, this is the end of the demo. To continue your adventure, please support our development on Kickstarter. Oh! Oh, I finished the game! Huh. I guess we'll never get to do, Initiation Week with my dude. Wow. But anyway, spirituals, that concludes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, give your love and support by sharing and liking this video. And also, if you spirituals have other videos you want me to do for this channel, please let me know down in the comments below. And I apologize for the numerous amount of times I have been coughing during this whole thing, because I've been narrating non-stop and my voice is just, throat is just dry. So I'm gonna go probably drink some water and take a little break. And yeah, but I actually enjoyed the story, and I can't wait to see if the creators make more type of hall-themed videos in, not videos, hall-themed games in the near future. So, yeah, or any type of games. So yeah, I enjoyed this game so much. But if you spirituals want me to do like an actual series on this, let me know down in the comments below. So, yeah. But I'm gonna go rest up now because my voice is dead. So, goodbye and have a spiritual day.